I've started the Song of Achilles, so I've read 2 chapters. So first thing, I thought we were following Achilles. I thought it was his POV, but I think his name is pronounced Peleus? No. What's his name? I didn't read the summary on the back before I got it. I know it's to do with Achilles. What's his name? Is it Patroclus? It's Patroclus we're following. His dad is called Peleus. Assuming the book is gonna end when Achilles dies, because I mean, we all know Achilles dies. Which has me interested then, like, how this Patroclus guy is gonna be wrapped up. Is it like, because obviously when someone says like the song of blah blah blah, it usually means like when it's a hero, right? So is it gonna be like this guy, Patroclus, sings the Song of Achilles for years to come kind of thing? Is it gonna be like that? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. This is how I came to this is here. What? How do you what? What? Self-wishing he would wake so that I might watch for life return. Is this foreshadowing? Are they foreshadowing something? I feel like they're foreshadowing. Do you not agree? Patroclus, I think this is chapter 6. Patroclus just went to see Achilles, his mother, and she was like, oh, you'll be dead soon enough. I can't say his name. Does Patroclus die? Do they both die? No, one of them must survive. But I mean, I know Achilles dies. What? Does she just mean, as in, like, I mean, she's immortal, isn't she? So soon enough for her could be like 75 years. No. Achilles has gone to train with this centaur and Patroclus has joined him. And Patroclus... No, I'm getting so confused with the names. And the centaur is like, oh, but Achilles is like trying to explain why his mum thinks that Patroclus isn't fit for him. So she feels that he faltered a moment, and I almost did not breathe, that he is a mortal, not a fit companion. Do you think he is? Chiron asked the centaur. His voice gave no hint of the answer. Yes, my cheeks warmed. Achilles, his jaw jutting, had thrown the word back with no hesitation. That's so cute. Okay, so chapter 15, right? Odysseus and the other dude, I forgot his name, come to the island Skyros, was it? Anyway, they come to an island and they know Achilles and Patroclus are there, so then they take him into a room and they're like, yo, bitches, we need you to come to the war. Patroclus because he signed the treaty and Achilles because they need his help, right? And I'm assuming Athena came to him and said that they need Achilles because he mentioned Athena. So then his mum Thetis like burst through the door, right? So this is when they're hiding on the island and Achilles was masquerading as a woman. So Thetis like burst through the door, yeah? And basically Odysseus is like, oh, have you told him, you know, what's going to happen? That, you know, he needs to come fight in the war, you know, the prophecy. And she's like, yeah, that's true, Achilles, but he didn't tell you that you're going to die if you go. And Achilles is like, what? Is that true? Can it not be changed? And she's like, nope. So Achilles is like, well, then what do I do? And she was like, I'm not making that decision for you. Bitch, you just made him masquerade as a woman for like however many months. What do you mean you're not making the fucking decision for him? Chapter 15 still. So it ended where Patroclus was basically like, he likes being with Achilles and being with him in this moment that he doesn't think he could live missing it, as in missing Achilles when he dies. So he's like, I guess I'll just kill myself then, as you do. But I don't know, I feel like I get the vibes that Patroclus is gonna die. I feel like it's either gonna be Patroclus dies or he's the one who like sings the Song of Achilles. But if he dies, I don't think it's gonna be by suicide. I don't know what it's gonna be. I don't know. I just don't think it'll be suicide. Sorry. Anyway, mid Song of Achilles review. So I think I'm on chapter 18. I think it's chapter 18. So what's happened so far? So I guess I'll attempt to do a story breakdown of everything so far. So Patroclus, we follow Patroclus. I thought we followed Achilles. We follow Patroclus. And we see like a flashback to when he's 9 at the start. And he signs like this treaty that should anything happen to this woman, that he'll be one of the people to go rescue this woman. Because, you know, it's almost like they knew. But anyway, so that happens. Patroclus then accidentally kills this boy, and because his father doesn't really care for Patroclus, his father just sends him to another kingdom to basically be a foster child kind of thing. Okay, so there, he is sent to the kingdom that Achilles is the prince of, so he meets Achilles there. And Patroclus is kind of like the quiet kid, and then when people learn why he was sent there, he becomes even more of the quiet kid, apart from Achilles, who always kind of like tries to talk to him and stuff. And I can't remember what happened. Literally, I've not even finished. It's not like it's been a month, but something happens where it's like Patroclus runs away. I think it was because people were bullying him, so he went and hid, and then Achilles found him, and Achilles is like, well, bitch, you know, my dad's gonna punish you because you've like skipped all your lessons. And Patroclus is like, shit, well, why don't you just lie and say I was with you? And then Achilles is like, so he hangs with Achilles for a lesson and then says that he wants Patroclus to join his, like, I don't know, I can't remember what the word is they use, but basically like his personal guard. So he'll be like a soldier that goes to battles with Achilles, like his sworn kind of brother kind of thing. And then Patroclus starts sharing Achilles' bedroom. By the way, they're like 13, I think. Wait, they're not even 13, they're younger than 13 at this point. Patroclus is like sharing Achilles' bedroom, and he starts getting some feelings for Achilles. I don't know why I said it like that. But yeah, he starts getting some of them feels. And then Achilles tells his mum, who's called Thetis, about Patroclus. And then Achilles is like, yeah, my mum wants to speak to you. And Patroclus is like, shit. But he goes to see Thetis, and Thetis is basically like, leave my son alone, you cow. Thetis is basically like, leave my son alone, please. She didn't say please. She's a scary bitch, Thetis. Because Thetis is a sea nymph, so sort of god. So yeah, she's like really scary. And can we just talk about her backstory? Is really fucked up. Like, no wonder she doesn't fucking like humans. Like, she was just by Achilles' dad. Like, Greek mythology. Fucking hell. So that happens. Patroclus is kind of scared of Thetis now. And then they kind of continue like that. And then one day on the beach, I think when they're like 13, Patroclus tries to kiss Achilles, and they do kiss, I believe, but Achilles is like shocked and like runs away. And Patroclus is like, fuck everything, I want to die. And he's like really worried that Thetis saw them as well. But then blah blah blah. Achilles is asked to go to train with a guy called Chiron, who is a centaur and trained Heracles and some other people. And Patroclus ends up joining him on that, and then like they don't talk about the kiss. They're just like, let's not talk about that. We're not going to bring that up. But then one night, Achilles and Patroclus sleep separate to Chiron. See, I get the idea with paper straws, but fucking hell, they're hard. So yeah, he's like, so like Achilles and Patroclus sleep separate to Chiron in this like cave, and Achilles like mentions that he once asked Chiron if anyone can see them inside the cave, mainly his mom, and he says nah, no one can see inside that cave. So Achilles, you know, drops them hints, and the two end up spending the night together. I think they're about 15, 6, I think they're 16. They're 16 because I remember thinking how convenient that it was when they hit the UK fucking consensual age. Anyway, I'm sure in like myth it was probably when they were like 14 probably. But anyway, so 16, they start making love and they start being in a relationship, but no one knows that apart from them. They're pretty confident that Chiron has kind of figured it out, but no one mentions it. And then one day, a messenger comes for Achilles and basically says, yo bitch, you needed. So Achilles and Patroclus end up leaving. Yeah, they end up leaving, going back to Achilles' kingdom. And basically, a war has been waged on Troy because they stole the woman that Patroclus once signed that treaty for, that should anything happen to her, he'd go join the war. So there's a war on Troy. And most of the other kingdoms are just like, bitch, we want some of that dollar, we don't really care about the treaty. And Patroclus is like, bitch, I want to run for fucking miles away, I don't want to join this. But they also want Achilles to join to lead the war. But his mum is like, nah, bitch, you can't do that. So she secretly hides Achilles away on an island where he masquerades as a girl, and he secretly married and bedded the daughter of this other kingdom where he masquerades as a girl. But Patroclus finds him, and basically Thetis says that if Achilles joins this war, he's going to die. And this guy called Odysseus and Diomedes, they come on the search for Achilles and Patroclus, and they recognize them both like straight away. Like they go along with the games of like, oh, this is your name, mm-hmm. Like they know straight away like who they are. And basically, so they tell these two, you know, you need to get on this fucking ship. And Thetis reluctantly allows Achilles to join the war. And Achilles, like one night, Achilles and Patroclus are sleeping. I can't remember if it was in the cave or in this kingdom where he masqueraded as a girl. I think it was when he masqueraded as a girl. It must have been when he masqueraded as a girl. But yeah, he like says to Patroclus, like, you know, wherever you go, I'll go. But yeah, so Achilles and Patroclus join this war, and then Achilles lets this dad of this kingdom, the king, don't know why I call him a dad. Anyway, Achilles lets this king know that when his daughter gives birth, his mom is going to come and take the kid and raise the kid with her. And this king is just like, bitch, I wish we'd never fucking met, as he sends Achilles and Patroclus away. So they've set off. I think they went to their original kingdom first, got the troops, and then came back because Thetis turned up as well, but she like disappeared before anyone even noticed. And then they've gone to Troy, or no, they went to a kingdom. Where did they go? They've gone somewhere that isn't Troy, and they've met Peleus. Wasn't Peleus's Achilles? I'm getting confused with names, right? So anyway, Achilles and Patroclus have gone to this place where like all the people are gathering up, and Achilles just ain't bowing down for no one. He's basically like, I'm here, guys. Your gift has arrived. No need to thank me. And like the king who's leading the war don't like that. And everyone's just kind of like Odysseus is like patting Achilles on the shoulder like, kneel, bitch, kneel. But Achilles ain't kneeling for anyone. So I think that's about where we're at, where it's like everyone just fucking loves Achilles. Like all the soldiers and citizens are like calling his name, like they're fucking pumped that Achilles has joined them. But Achilles and Patroclus are the only ones who know that he's going to die, apart from Thetis. They're the only ones who know that he's going to die. And Achilles hasn't even told his dad yet. And I don't think he will tell his dad that he's going to die during this war. And Patroclus basically says, not to anyone, to himself. So he thinks when Achilles dies, he's just going to kill himself because he don't see a point of living if Achilles isn't there. And I'm like, nah, he ain't gonna, nah.
Okay, so chapter 22. So things are going well in the war. The war started. Patroclus is no longer on the field, and Achilles is like just doing his business and just cutting men down left, right, and centre. And he's loving the thrill and the fact that no one can beat him, right? And then we also learn that his mom is like on the field and watching him. And so Agamemnon the king turns to Achilles and asks him when he's going to confront Hector, the opposing side's prince, well, I think it's their prince, is a good warrior anyway, and basically when Hector dies is when Achilles will die. And Achilles is like, what has Hector ever done to me? And I was like, yeah, he's learned. He's, you know, he's not fucking about. He's learned what, you know. But then I just realised, Hector doesn't kill Patroclus, does he? And then that's what makes Achilles kill him. That's not what happens, is it? What has Hector ever done to me? The worst thing he could do, really, is kill Patroclus. Oh, fuck, have I cracked the code?
Can't even tell if you can see me. Can you see me? I don't know. Anyway, so I'm on chapter 23, I think. So Patroclus has basically found his place in the medical tent, and it's so cute. Like, these guys are just like, yo, you do your thing, and he like feels proud, and it's like, what if Hector like tries to kill him because he's so useful in the medical ward? No, would it? I don't know. What if maybe like after Achilles dies, Patroclus just finds his calling in medicine? I'm trying not to like search up the like myths so that I don't spoil myself. Thetis looks at Patroclus and she goes, "He is not worthy of you," she said. "He has never been. We disagree on this," Achilles answered. He said it as if he had said it many times before. That's so cute. That's so cute. It's so adorable. I love him. I love him so much. He proper sticks up for Patroclus, man. Like, he don't take anyone's shit, not even his mum's. I don't know why the imagery of this conversation made me laugh so much. Like, right, so, do you like Briseis? Like her? Enjoy her? You know. What does this have to do with children? Nothing. Does she wish to have a child? Maybe. With me? No. That is good. With you. She wants to have a child with you. Chapter 28. That scene with Briseis in the tent was so fucking cute. Like, so basically what's happened is, I can't remember where I last left off when I did like the recap, but Achilles is like refusing to fight because Agamemnon just dishonoured him and he took Briseis. So Achilles is like, nah bitch, I'm not doing it. And he won't budge until Briseis is brought back to him, and Agamemnon won't budge until Achilles kneels to him. So basically they're losing the war now because Achilles won't fight. And they did another, like, Odysseus and the other dude came to try and barter with Achilles, and Achilles still wouldn't budge. So they let slip that the Trojans will be upon them tomorrow, and that, you know, if Achilles doesn't fight, then they're probably going to lose the battle. And, you know, again, Achilles is like, nope. So, like, after this meeting, Patroclus goes to find Briseis in the other camp. And luckily, you know, like, Agamemnon hasn't mistreated her because, you know, if he gets on Achilles' bad side, he knows that he won't survive that. But yeah, so Patroclus sneaks in Briseis' tent and she keeps him, like, hidden, and Agamemnon comes and, you know, he can't see him, and then he leaves. And then Briseis, like, turned to him and she was like, you know, promise me that you won't leave me behind if you leave Troy. And he was like, basically just, I'd never leave you. And it's like, oh. And as well, like, before that, she was like, oh, if Achilles dies, I'll say that you're my husband because then that'll make it easy, you know, they can't know what your relationship was with Achilles. And he's like, Briseis, if I say, if he is dead, I will not be far behind. Oh, why does it feel like a farewell? And right at the start of 29, so Achilles and Patroclus are talking, and Patroclus asks him, when will he intervene? And Achilles replies, never. He says, when I ask him, never until Agamemnon begs my forgiveness or Hector walks into my camp and threatens what is dear to me. I have sworn I will not. Is this foreshadowing? Aim for this video is to finish the Song of Achilles in its entirety. I am on chapter 30, and I think there's 33 chapters, so I have 4 chapters left, so I'm going to try and do it in this video, and we'll just speedrun it. So I should probably say as well, because obviously I can't show you what I'm reading, so anytime I react to something, I'll just read out the line I'm reacting to. Oh my god. So Patroclus is like, so Achilles is like, no, I'm not going out, you know, stop begging me, you know. Anyway, and Achilles, Patroclus says, then do something else, send the Myrmidons at least, send me in your place, put me in your armour, and I will lead the Myrmidons, they will think it is you. This is like, oh my god, he's so desperate for him to do it, dude. Like, he doesn't want his honour to be disgraced, that he's even willing to just go on the battlefield masquerading as him, just to save Achilles and save his honour, like, goddamn. Oh my god, are we seriously sending him? I mean, it's not going to go well, is it? Of course it's not going to go well. They're in the middle of a fucking war. Like Hector himself is going to be on the lookout for Achilles. He isn't going to run if he sees Achilles. There was more to say, but for once we did not say it. There would be other times for speaking, tonight and tomorrow and all the days after that. He let go of my hand. Kind of sus. Is there though? Is there? We know one of them died. Well, we know Achilles dies. Oh shit. So he said, we followed Achilles' godlike horses racing with their legs outflung into the palm of the air. I might have stopped then, with the Trojans scattering back to their city, but there was a line of rallied Greeks behind me screaming my name, his name. I did not stop. Oh, so he's saying they'll think that the spear has killed him, not the fact that his neck cracked when he fell off the chariot. Oh shit, Automedon's trying to get Patroclus out of there before Sarpedon's men come to him. Wait, what is he doing? Why is he got his eyes set on Helen now? Wait, did he drop him from the wall? What the fuck? Apollo? What? What the fuck? They've got gods fighting for them. Oh, his helmet's come off. Achilles isn't going to die, is he? Because he lost his armour. The spear that I do not see comes from behind. It pierces the skin of my back. The skin of my back breaks again to air beneath my ribs. Has he just been stopped by a spear? It's Hector. It's Hector. It's so Hector. The crowds part and I see a man walking towards me. He seems to come from a great distance to descend somehow, as if I lay in the bottom of a deep ravine. I know him. He is coming to kill me, Hector. Is Patroclus going to die before Achilles? But Patroclus is going to know that he's not going to be able to kill Hector, no one is, because only Achilles can. Oh shit. And Hector must live always. He must never die, not even when he is old, not even when he is so withered that his bones lie beneath his skin like loose rocks in a stream. He must live because his life, I think as I scrape backwards over the grass, is a final dam before Achilles' own blood will flow. His spear lifts over me, tipping like a pitcher, and then it falls, a spill of bright silver, towards me. My head drops back against the ground, and the last image I see is of Hector, leaning seriously over me, twisting his spear inside of me as if he is stirring a pot. The last thing I think is Achilles. Is he seriously dead? Is he? Is he seriously dead? Is Menelaus bringing Patroclus to him? Wait, no, it's still Patroclus talking. The knowledge rushes up in him, choking off breath. A scream comes, tearing its way out. Patroclus, he says, Patroclus. Patroclus, over and over, until it is sound only. Somewhere Odysseus is kneeling, urging food and drink. A fierce red rage comes, and he almost kills him there. But he would have to let go of me. He cannot. So Odysseus is telling Achilles to wait till tomorrow to kill Hector. Oh my god, did Achilles say that? No, so Briseis says to Achilles, I hope that Hector kills you. The breath rasps in his throat. Do you think I do not hope the same? He asks. Shit. Achilles, I cannot bear to see you grieving, says Patroclus, thinking. Give us both peace, burn me and bury me. I will wait for you among the shades. I will. But already he is waking. Patroclus, wait, I am here. He shakes the body beside him. When I do not answer, he weeps again. Oh my god. 32, let's go. So Hector's dad has come to retrieve Hector's body and he's gone to plead with Achilles. So this dude just said to Achilles, I beg you to return my son's body for burial so his soul does not wander lost. So that must be what's happening to Patroclus. So he's burnt Patroclus at the stake. So he's burnt Patroclus on the pyre. And it says, he collects my ashes himself, though this is a woman's duty. He puts them in a golden urn, the finest in our camp, and turns to the watching Greeks. Oh, when I am dead, I charge you to mingle our ashes and bury us together. Oh, it's so sad because it's like he knows he's going to die as well. So he knows it can be done. And it's like, it's just his last wish, is that they're buried together. It's, oh my god. Apollo, like, Paris held the arrow in the bow, and Apollo has basically sent it flying with a breath. The arrow sent to Achilles' back. Achilles hears the faint hum of its passage a second before it strikes. He closes his eyes and feels its point push through his skin, parting thick muscles, worming its way past the interlacing fingers of his ribs. Blood spills between shoulder blades, dark and slick as oil. Achilles smiles as his face strikes the earth. Right, let's just get this fucking right here. Let's just go. So chapter 33, the last chapter. So Odysseus has come to her and he's said, you know, the fire's gone out, shall we collect his ashes? So he's gone to Thetis. And he says, great Thetis, your son wished that his ashes be placed, and she cuts him off. I know what he wished, do as you please, it is not my concern. Patroclus is left wandering, while Achilles has been laid to rest with the light tomb. And Odysseus tried to get Patroclus to be buried with Achilles, but Pyrrhus weren't having it. So his soul is just wandering. He has gone to the underworld, and I am here. Thetis has come. Thetis, I say, her hand jerks back, she vanishes. Later she returns. Thetis, she does not react, only stands looking at her son's tomb. I am buried here in your son's grave. She says nothing, does nothing, she does not hear. Every day she comes, she sits at the tomb's base, and it seems that I can feel her cold through the earth. The sight-seeing smell of salt. I cannot make her leave, but I can hate her. You said that Chiron ruined him. You are a goddess and cold and know nothing. You are the one who ruined him. Look at how he will be remembered now, killing Hector, killing Troilus, for things he did cruelly in his grief. Her face is like stone itself, it does not move. The days rise and fall. Perhaps such things pass for virtue among gods, but how is there glory in taking life? We die so easily. Would you make him another Pyrrhus? Let the stories of him be something more. What more, she says. She can hear him. Oh my god, so she's been coming every day to hear what he would say. Oh my god. For once I'm not afraid. What else can she do to me? Paris is dead. He was killed by Agamemnon's son. For what? She does not answer for some time. He stole his bride and ravished her. Oh my god. Paris is dead. So she's like asking what he wants, and she like changes the subject from Paris back to Achilles, and she says, "Have you no more memories? I am made of memories. Speak them." Is she gonna write on the tomb and lay him to rest? After like all the shit she gave him for being immortal? I've only got one page left, yeah. And oh my god, I know what I'm gonna turn the page to. I have done it, she says. At first I did not understand. Oh my god. I have done it, she says. At first I do not understand. But then I see the tomb and the mark she has made on the stone. Achilles, it reads, and beside it, Patroclus. Go, she says, he waits for you. In the darkness, two shadows reaching through the hopeless heavy dusk. Their hands meet and light spills in a flood, like 100 golden urns pouring out the sun. And that's it, that's the end. That's how it ends.